You know, excuse me. You know, I was thinking about something, and you know, just that time of season right now where guys getting drafted into the NBA. You got a bunch of graduates that's going to be graduating this year, of course, from college. I mean, from college to college, and well, this time of year, college usually is around about May time frame, but high schoolers will be graduating. And of course, you know, some of these high schoolers will have parents, you know, who won't want them to go into sports in college and then eventually try to go pro, so they can, you know, get them to help out the mama and stuff like that. You know, let's be real about that. Some of the parents are using the kids to be gold mines for them, you know. But where was some of y'all at when your kids needed you? This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. You know, this happened about, I guess I had a conversation with my mom about three years ago, and I don't know if she was on Fantasy Island or something, but she was like, "Oh, I wish my son would be able to buy me a nice big house." And I'm thinking, Negro, that's my mother's. I understand. Negro, you got a house, you know, and which she does. That's I ain't gonna go into detail about how or why or whatever, but she do got a house, actual house, single family house. Nevertheless, you got these parents out here, and I give a good example. It was this one guy who wanted to go to Florida State, but his mom and grandmother was trying to get him to go to Alabama. They were saying that the reason why they wanted him not to go to Florida State because I guess they figured he would get more trouble at Florida State than Alabama. I don't know if that would make a difference, because if you're in college, you can get in trouble at any college. All right? That's the reality of it. Now, here's the thing. The guy was like 18, 19 years old. He was able to make up his own decision, his own mind. Because his body is the one's going to be deal with the hits no matter which college he goes to in terms of sports. You know? And I'm like, y'all need to let him make up his own mind and render his own decision based on his own choice. You know? And they were, you know, here's the weird part about it. They actually had on Alabama jerseys. He had on Florida. Y'all need to ride with him. Y'all need to be supporting him. No, they were supporting their own fucking interests. You know? That was bullshit. You know, and I was just so angry about it when I saw that. I mean, thanks to, I think it was, I don't know who put it out when I saw it. I think it was Tommy. Might have been Tommy. But I give props for that one, because I was really upset about that. I was really heated. Y'all supposed to be in his corner based on his choice, based on what he did to get the scholarship to go. And I think he had the full ride too, or something like that. I think he had the ride, or was about to get the full ride from either one of those two colleges. And they had the nerve to have on Alabama jerseys, and he had on Florida. Y'all need to be supporting him, not him supporting you. Y'all should have been supporting his daggone dream and his decision, not you getting him to support your dream and your decision. That's bullshit. I was so mad. To me, that's the irresponsibility of some of these parents out here today. You know, when your kids do what they need to do, cross the T's and dot the I's, you're supposed to be riding with them, not them riding with you. You know? That's bullshit. I was so upset. Now, mind you, the mother and grandmother wasn't paying for his college, and they had nerve to be doing that bullshit. I'm like, are you guys serious? I mean, I've never been so mad at the time when I saw that video. I said, you know, that goes to show you, you know, the cycle of bullshit the clowning, the pure pageantry of shit that some of these mamas do out here with their kids. And yet, in our culture, it's all about the mother. See, mother was going to steer him wrong into not being able to make his own decisions as a man. That's why I always say, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Kids need their fathers. I don't give a fuck if you had the best relationship with them or the worst relationship with them. You need a structurally sound man, father, to render your kids and to lead them right. You know? Because this guy's mother was trying to lead him on the bad path of a decision that wasn't even his. And he said, I'm going for my decision no matter what you say. And he was right. And I ride with him on that. And what really pissed me off even more was that the mother and the grandmother, the moment he made the decision to go to Florida, mind you, while they had on Alabama jerseys on, they literally stormed out of there. They walked out the press conference. It was a live press conference, and they walked out the moment he said Florida. And I'm not going to lie. The moment I saw that, now I didn't see it live, I saw it on YouTube. But the moment I saw that, I wanted to take the mama and the grandmama and whoop their fucking asses. Yeah, I said it. But I can hear some of y'all now. Well, no, mama know what's best. Fuck out of here. She know what's best for him. He's one playing football. He was one risk getting injured and taking all the heat. I was so mad. I was, oh my God, are you serious? Not only did they win against the grain with their own grandson, and had those jerseys on, but the sheer nerve to walk out of the press conference because y'all didn't get what y'all wanted for him, and he made the decision as a man of where he wanted to go was complete bullshit. Y'all bitches didn't, yeah, I'm calling them bitches. These bitches didn't even support him. They didn't support him at all. I said, that's fucked up. They wouldn't support him. They would not support him. They would not even support him. I said, that's a damn shame, man. They wouldn't support him. I said, how would you not want to support this young man? This you know, he has potential to be able to, you know, elevate himself and maybe at some point elevate his family, and y'all would not support him. But I guarantee what's going to happen. No, I don't know what happened. That was a couple years ago. He probably eventually at some point, whenever he finished or whatever, if he didn't already finish, is probably going to support his mama and grandmama and get them a house. Even though they went against the grain. Once they get in the pro. You know. That's likely to happen. You know why? Because the mentality of the community is, well, mama know best. No. The point of this story is they don't always know what's best for you. And even if they did know, and he decided he wants to go to this college and they want him to go to another college, why the fuck would you walk out on him when he decided to go where he wanted to go? That's just ghetto as fuck. And it goes to show you that you got some of these parents are looking at the kids as gold mines. And that was a prime example of that. Gold mine. Wasn't about what was best for them. It was about what's best for you. You know? I see this with parents all the time. Particularly black parents. Man, that's bullshit. You know? I'm sorry it is. I'm going to say it. Some people don't want to say it. I'm going to say what it is. I'm going to be honest about it. One thing about me I noticed over the years, man, when it comes to talking to people in our communities, man, people hate honesty, man. They don't. they want you to uplift them without being honest about what's going on to get them to be uplifted. They only want to hear one side of the story, but they don't want to hear the other side. They don't want to hear what it's going to take for you to be uplifted. No, just uplift me. That's it. Don't tell me the backstory behind what I got to do. Just uplift me. Now, I know somebody I talked to a while back. I'm going to leave the situation about who it is and all that nameless because no one really needs to know. And I talked to this young man. And he was getting ready to graduate. I said, well, what you want to do, young man? What you want to do when you get out? You know what he told me? I'm going to play football. I said, well, you ain't got a backup plan just in case if you get hurt? He said, no, I just want to play football. His mindset is he just want to play football. He don't want to hear about, what it's going to take for you to play football. He don't want to hear about the fact that, what if you get injured and you can't play football? It could happen on a practice. People have gotten injured during practice. Some of them, career injuries. There's a NFL guy right now, Alex Smith. Played with Kansas City, was roasting them in Kansas City. And he got here, he was doing fairly decent, and then all of a sudden he got injured. The injury was so bad, man, it's likely he may not ever come back to play for the NFL again. It was so bad. I forgot the type of injury it was. I think it might have been either a leg or a back injury, but it was pretty serious. And those things happen. And I was trying to tell this young man, I said, look, there's no guarantee that you're going that you're going to escape college without getting injured. But his mindset was like, I'm gonna play football like I'm indestructible. But you couldn't tell him, hey, prepare yourself, get you looking to get another career just in case if this football thing don't go well. You're not gonna get through football just because you know how to play football. First of all, you gotta you gotta go up there and prove that you could play football. And if you're really good enough, you gotta try to get a scholarship. But I just give up. I tried. I tried to tell them. But people always in the community always looking to be uplifted, but they don't want to hear what it takes to get uplifted, to get there. They don't want to hear what it takes to get you where you need to be. They just want to hear about, I want to be there, and that's that. That's part of the problem right there. That's like the two grandmothers. The two grandmothers, they didn't care about the son's feelings about why he wanted to go to school. They didn't care about his decision. Only thing they cared about is you go and play football and go to the pros and make us happy. And to me, it's pretty obvious. You walking out in the middle of a press conference with jerseys on from the opposite school. The opposite school from the one he wanted to go to. But what happened was, the reason why I think they wore those Alabama jerseys, they shouldn't even put them on in the first place, is because he hadn't even told him what the decision of the school he was going to was anyway. I think they didn't know. But still, you should support him no matter where he went. And that's the point I'm trying to make. You're too busy putting all your eggs in one basket, but yet you don't want to support what the kids want to do. I just had to say what I had to say, man. I know some people, you can put down black people. I've heard that before. I've heard that in real life personally. I've heard personally, her family would tell me that too. I'm not putting down anybody. But for some reason, when it comes to us, we don't want to hear the truth. We want to hear the truth about how great we are, and we're kings and queens, and all that. But we don't want to hear about how you get there. We don't want to hear about what it takes to build. No. I was watching the Wu-Tang Clan documentary series that was on Showtime. It was really, really good. I hadn't seen it. Watch it. And they were talking about how it took to get where they were, and it took a lot to get where they were. These guys was in the projects, almost all of them, came from the projects and built, and they was on their grind, It took a lot to get there, It took a lot for the Wu-Tang to get where they are. They're legends now, man. Oh man, this traffic is bad for Monday. I didn't expect it to be this bad. Good Lord, make my stomach hurt. And the bottom line is, you got to put the work in. It ain't just about the faith. Nothing wrong with faith. But work got to come with the faith, though. Everybody always talk about, well, I just want to be there. I want you to uplift me. I want you to say how great I am, how good I am. I could say it all day till you're blue in the face. What you going to work? What you going to do to get there? This is DJ Wolf. I'm out.